Welcome to the second edition of the Quality Update. My name is Danny Burke. I am Quality Assurance Director for SSG. I just want to welcome you to the update about the quality team and what we're currently focusing on, giving you some headline information around some headline data that is happening within education and training, and then a little bit of an insight of what's coming up in the next week or so on what we are focusing on moving forwards. You can, as always, access this recorded presentation directly through our YouTube channel or alternatively through People HR link, and the presentation rather than recording will be saved on our Quality Team Padlet where you can access all the links. Straight into it then, the headlines. We've currently seen an increase in number of candidates that have achieved with us. We're currently at 432 certifications achieved and processed. We've got a lot more obviously in the wings, people coming towards the end of courses. So I should think that that number will increase significantly. And to say that we're currently in lockdown 3 within the pandemic, I think that everybody on the front line is doing a great job, active and engaging delivery, which is allowing some of our more vulnerable candidates to maintain some stability in their life, and then on top of that gain achievements and qualifications is fantastic. Well done. Total number of supported and formal observations, so we've got an increase of just one over the last 2 weeks. We are coming up towards observational periods now within this term, and I'll cover that off in a minute. We have got, again, 37 internally qualified and internally verified, courses which have gone through our processes, with several more being updated as we speak now. So again, within a couple of weeks, the next update, that number should significantly increase. And our customers or our candidate feedback has only ever so slightly increased since the last time we identified it. So it's gone up by 0.12, I think it is. But again, it's edging ever so closer to that target of an average of 9. So that is an average across all courses in all service area. So well done. So data, in-year data. So this is fluctuating all the time, as you can imagine. We are showing a fantastic 90s to mid 90s across the board, with a retention rate of 99%, which to me demonstrates that your candidates are not only receiving fantastic delivery when they are here, engaging and innovative kind of practice through virtual and distance learning platforms, but also that the operational IAG and the enrolment process is actually fit for purpose. It's really directing candidates towards the appropriate course and pathway, and therefore they are retaining on these courses. A high 95.8% achievement rate, with only 23 candidates that didn't achieve. But as we can see, with a high retention rate, we're still looking to support these candidates. Attendance has increased off the back of last report, and we're up to 92%, just under 93%. There is always improvement in this area, but again, as we find ourselves virtual learning at the back end of a lockdown 3, I think that attendance figure is fantastic, and it is also an accurate one. So well done to everybody involved. Updates. Okay, just want to take this opportunity to officially welcome Steve. Steve, allow me, is coming in to replace Lisa, and he's working very closely with Jenna McQuaid among our IQA processes. If you haven't met Steve yet virtually, I'm sure you will come across him soon within meetings, or he'll be supporting yourself in internal verification processes and development work. So welcome, Steve. We have just recently gone through a desk audit of our session planning. So highlighted off the back of this, if you are somebody who is currently involved with planning preparation, and you are saving any session plans in a different place apart from on the Padlet, please speak to your line manager, seek support. We really need to have this kind of evidence saved centrally in order for us to be able to promote best practice and also support where we feel is necessary. So again, have a look at where you're saving your session plans, your schemes of work, so on and so forth, your evaluations. And if you can, save them directly onto the Padlet. If you can't, speak to your line manager. Okay, so an IQA update email, very important, was sent out on the 5th of this month by Quality Manager Jenna McQuaid. This identified several pieces of amended information, assignment briefs, program trackers, and Padlets. It's really, really important update information. So if that has gone past your eyes, fantastic. If it's something that you think you may have missed or you need to refresh on, please go back. It was sent through on the 5th of this month, and refresh your understanding of the content, please. It's really important. Okay, some further updates. People HR, thanks to the business manager, Emma Vars, for this. She has managed to be able to work it so we can very simply quantify the hours that you guys are doing within your qualification achievements and CPD. So we're able to actually put a number on this now, how many hours you're working towards against your development plans, and then look at that as in who may be struggling to be able to get towards CPD, whether it's a committance of hours elsewhere, or people who are excelling, and what are they doing and how are they accessing it, so we can share best practice. So the PDR process that we have took some intensive feedback from you guys on, also some feedback from candidates as well. This is now reverted into a QIP action, our quality improvement plan. Myself and Lisa Nixon have been discussing this just before Christmas, and we are now looking towards inputting a delivery unit around the content of our PDRs. Lisa's working tirelessly on restructuring this massively important piece of evidence. Everything is centered around our PDRs, with the candidates' targets, their progression, their improvement of core skills, and really is a worthwhile piece of work. So we're hoping to be able to bring you an update in the next couple of weeks of where we are with that. Again, initially seeking feedback and then rolling this out. So we hope this will then allow not only a little bit more additional time to complete the PDR process, but actually have our candidates across every course be able to develop their understanding of why it is so important. Okay, I think it would be amiss of me to go without mentioning this. Some absolutely fantastic professionalism's been seen, especially in the last couple of weeks, regarding supporting vulnerable candidates, especially at this time when we are virtual and distanced to quite a few of them, several of which have accessed support outside of us, which they wouldn't have done so if it wasn't for the professional approach of tutors, trainers, managers. So well done to everyone involved in the specific cases, and you'll know who you are. For everyone else, I just want to leave you with that phrase there, that comment. Make sure you continue to accept nothing less than the highest standards within safeguarding, and that goes for your candidates and your colleagues, and that includes yourself. So we are fantastic at this as a work in practice, and I just want to raise it on this forum as well, how brilliantly you have influenced not only these serious cases, but the ones that never get the opportunity to develop into a safeguarding. So well done, keep up the good work, everyone. So upcoming on the horizon, it's Learning Walks season. People have been booked in, scheduling their diaries, looking at possible opportunities to be able to get out there virtually, watching recorded and live sessions, and hopefully be able to capture evidence that we can share as best practice, but then also look at supporting you guys as tutors and trainers in your own development. Okay, several new courses currently in development at the minute, and they're sat with operations again with Lisa, and these are being sent through and drip fed through for approval. Even within this pandemic, I think it's right that we mention that we're still looking at opportunities and new ways of training for and accessing employment opportunities. New academies are coming up, with direct employers, some larger ones within warehouse, within the care sector. So it's really exciting opportunities. Those will be fed out through your line manager, and if you think that you could add anything to those and you're interested in looking on delivery on that, please let them know. Okay, so looking at the PICS online software system, this is something that you've heard us talk about a lot now. Well, again, many thanks to Emma, business manager, who's really got a hold of it in the last 10 days or so, and is pushing it through to the final stages of where we can get it to roll out to everybody. It's going to make a really big impact, albeit some of you may find it subtle at first, but being able to receive data and reports without actually having to request it yourselves is going to give you power and knowledge of where your candidates are at, and ultimately be able to own your own KPIs, which is really good. So thanks for that, Em. As always, if you've got any questions, queries, any comments, any advice on how to improve this further, please contact myself on the email address below or my mobile number. Alternatively, if you don't want to speak to me but you want to get a message through, speak to your line managers. I hope you remain safe and well and enjoying what you're doing, and I'll speak to you shortly. Take care.